Hi everybody. How are you doing today? My name's Wendy, and I want to welcome you all to Caring Conversations. We are here today with LaTanya. LaTanya is a very appreciated volunteer here with C.A.R.E. She really helps us out in a lot of ways, and we've asked LaTanya to come on today because we want to share the message to others and how rewarding volunteering with C.A.R.E. can be. So, Miss LaTanya, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Wendy. I'm glad to be here today.
So I am glad to have you. So can you tell our watchers a little bit about why you chose to volunteer with C.A.R.E.?
Well, I chose to volunteer for C.A.R.E. because under the Domestic Violence Network, I needed you guys, and you guys helped me out. I was in a marriage for 27 years and didn't realize that I was being abused. And I went to the Domestic Violence Network to try to seek help for myself. And there was one thing that helped me and made me realize it, because I think some women really been in a marriage as long as I have and don't realize they've been being abused. Mm-hmm. And it's because they don't want to tell what's going on behind closed doors. And it took me to read this to realize what was really going on with me and how I was being abused.
And that power and control will is so powerful.
I think everybody, if they feel that they're under any circumstance that I felt, I think they need to read it, and I think it will help them realize certain things.
Yeah, because I think there's a lot of things, like you said, people don't really look at it as abuse, and they tend to normalize it.
Yes.
And when you've been married to somebody for 27 years, you tend to normalize that.
Yes.
And a lot of people were they were raised in that environment, so when they got into that relationship, it was just a continuation of what they watched in that family history.
Yes. And I also want to state that I think it's also good for men too. It's not just women that are being abused. There are men out there that also are being abused.
Yes.
Yes. But I've been volunteering for the Domestic Violence Network for over a year now. I decided to do it is because you guys helped me tremendously with my divorce. So you guys helped me relocate, and you also helped me with my divorce.
Well, I'm so glad that we were able to help you. That is awesome. And you're testament to those out there listening that there is a life after that.
Yes, there is. And people have to know that we're out here for them. Mm-hmm. We will try anything to try to get you any kind of help that you need. We have so many resources, and we do outreach. I have went to festivals and gave out information. I have done all kinds of hospital response, trying to get the word out to anybody that needs the information.
Yes, and I do have to say, Ms. LaTanya, I've seen you're on our hospital response team. Mm-hmm. You answer our helpline for us. When, before COVID, when we were able to actually have festivals outside, you were out there at tables passing out our information.
Yes.
So you have really, and that's one of the things I want to say for those out there that may be thinking about volunteering. We have many, many different areas that a volunteer can help out. So, Julie, our volunteer coordinator, says, if you like stapling papers, give us a call, because I'm sure we've got some of that to do. We always need somebody to do grocery shop for our shelter participants. Yes. Run errands, go to the post office for us. So there's always a place that you can fit in as a volunteer. And we moving furniture. Recently we were looking for some, able-bodied people to help. We had furniture that was donated, which was wonderful and fantastic. And then we had a survivor who was going finally into their own place. And we were hunting for volunteers to help move this donated furniture into this survivor's new place. So there's lots of things. We had the reuse store.
Yes.
And where, we take in donations, but we can always use volunteers to help us sort through stuff that's donated, and to be able to put it out so that it looks appealing when people come in shopping.
And I also appreciate that our lines are 24 hours. So at any time you can contact us and somebody will be there to help you.
Yes. 637-0404, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a
Yes.
year, answered by a live person. Christmas Day, Easter Sunday, we have advocates that are standing by, and they are waiting to assist in any way that you need. So please feel free to call
Yes.
a live advocate. No, to speak to someone, push 3 and our menu items have changed. No, you're going to get a live advocate immediately. So,
Yes.
yeah.
I also would like to say that it's a rewarding thing to try to help people who really feel that they have nowhere to go. And I want people to know that we are here for them. We're here.
Yeah. And we're here to believe. If you say you were victimized, we're not the law. We are not,
Exactly.
the hospital.
Not here
We're
to judge.
Right. We are not here to judge. We are advocates. We are here to believe and to do our best to understand, to assess the needs of survivors, and do our best to see how we can help get those needs met. We offer services through economic justice and being able to assist with rent or utilities, car repairs. We have our reuse store. As I said, we're able to assist with community donors that help get survivors dishes and bedding and things that they need to move into their own places. We have people that go into the hospital. If you report to the emergency room as someone who's been victimized, they're going to call, and our advocates are going to go out to meet that survivor there and provide them with information. We have crisis intervention. We have therapy services with a licensed clinical social worker who has intensive trauma-informed therapy training. So, and sometimes you may just need somebody to talk to. We're not going to tell you have to leave your abuser, you have to move, no, those are choices that you will make. But sometimes you just need somebody to listen and to believe, and that's why we're here.
Yes. Like I said, 24-hour hotline, and you can get us at any time. And don't think that you're trying to bother us, because like I said, we're here for you. We want to help you in any way that we can. We want to help you get out of whatever situation you're in.
And, excuse me, Miss Latonya. Miss Latonya brought forward this power and control wheel. And we look at it a lot of times, and there are so many things that are abusive. And sometimes they figure if he's not punching me or she's not physically hurting me, it's not abuse.
Right.
But there's a lot of other kinds of abuse, the oppression through insults and ridicule and humiliation,
Yes.
Isolating you, keeping you away from friends and family, keeping you away from doing things that you want to do. Economic abuse, controlling all the money, making you ask for a pair of shoes when the soles are falling off the shoes you currently are wearing.
Yes.
Using your children, threatening to have them removed from you, threatening to turn them against you, and even actually doing that. Look at your mother, look at your dad. Those are all forms of emotional, psychological, spiritual, financial abuse. It doesn't always have to be physical abuse.
Yes.
Sometimes I say the wounds from the psychological and mental and emotional abuse are deeper than any physical abuse you can feel. So, if you're even just questioning, is this abuse, or, give us a call. Everything we do is completely free and confidential. You can call C.A.R.E at 941-627-0404. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. As I said, it is 100% free and confidential. We don't release your information to anyone. We have, if you go to www.carefl.org, we have a chat feature that you can go online and you can chat versus a phone call. And we don't use cookies. We don't use any way to track that. So once the chat is done, it's done. It will not stay in your history. So your abuser is not able to look at your computer and see that you had chatted. We also have a text line, and that is 941-499-8534. And again, that is, we don't keep any record of that. Once the text is done, it's done. So it's not going to be turned in or, be somewhere that someone else can find out that you were talking with an advocate.
Yes, everything is confidential.
So it's feel free. And as I said, the chat feature, one of the things I like is there's an escape button that if you're in the middle of chatting and somebody walks in, you can hit the escape button. It's done, and it's not in your computer's history. There's no cookies that track it.
And come volunteer. We're looking for volunteers all the time to come help. You can do whatever you feel like doing. Any help is appreciated.
So remember, we have our Facebook page, our Instagram page, our YouTube page. We are at, ampersand, at C.A.R.E Charlotte County. Okay, I just want to say C.A.R.E Charlotte County, at C.A.R.E Charlotte County. Coming up in 2 weeks, one of our CARE team members will be interviewing Angela Buchanan from the Office of the Attorney General, and she's going to be talking about victims' compensation. Frequently, when we have victims come in, they come in with nothing, and so we have ways to apply to the Attorney General's office to assist with sometimes relocation fees or costs for medical expenses. So there's different fees that we can get the Office of the Attorney General to help to make it easier for survivors to get out of their current abusive situations.
Yes.
And so that'll be a really interesting conversation next week. Angela is very informative, and I think people will definitely enjoy that. So, was there anything else that you wanted to add, Ms. LaTonya?
No, basically, I enjoy what I do, and I will continue doing as much as I can to try to help people and encourage them to call that number, get some help.
Well, I know that we definitely appreciate you as well as all of our volunteers. Without our volunteers, we couldn't do what we do. All of our funding comes through grant funding and community donations, donors. So we really, really do depend a lot on our volunteers to help us to meet all the needs of the survivors in our community. And we appreciate all that they do.
Thank you.
And they're more important to us than the employees at times. We love them.
Yes.
So see you guys in 2 weeks. Thank you.
Bye.